A couple of tricks here. Number one, shoulder blades and elbows down. In other words, we never want to finish with our shoulder blades up. Okay, we want to get everything down low. When I extend the weight forward, I'm almost doing a lowering movement. I don't need to move forward too far. The further forward I lean forward, the more pressure I can put on my lower back. So if your lower back is in bad shape, keep yourself stable. Tighten your core. And this is all you're going to do. The weight should, and your hand should be coming into your belly. At no point do they come up high. Now, do you remember how when we did our chest exercises, we ended up with our chest out and our shoulder blades back? That's what we want to finish with here. However, when we bring the weight forward, we don't round our shoulders. We keep our shoulder blades down and back. We just accentuate it even more when we bring it in. We accentuate it even more when we bring it in. This is the movement right here. If your lower back is okay, arch forward slightly. But you'll get to one point where you're losing the flex and the stretch in the lats, especially if you're keeping your shoulder blades down. This is as far as I would need to go. Again, 15 to 20 repetitions, non-stop. Okay, look at this bar that I'm using here for my pull downs. This is not a long, regular bar. I like this one because it adjusts and gives me a comfortable angle without putting any stress on my shoulders, which I like, because my shoulders can be aggravated easily sometimes. So here's the movement. And this is the same with a regular pull down bar, which I'll do as well. So rule number one, when I bring the weights down, I don't necessarily need to be up in my upper shoulders. I can. This has a tendency to squeeze the trapezius muscles in the back in a negative way. So what I'm going to aim to do is bring it down to my middle chest. And as you'll see when I'm finished, my chest is out, my shoulder blades are squeezed back together. I'm going to keep that position. When I get to full extended, I'm actually feeling a stretch in the back muscles, in the lats, which is what you want. You don't want this. You do not want to release the muscle. Do not release the kraken. Keep it flexed and then move through the range of motion. Okay, let's watch that again. I don't want to go full extension. I'm going to squeeze my shoulder blades down and back. Start. Finish. Back to the start position. Another thing with this exercise and these handlebars, the way my hand position is, it's much less pressure on the elbows. This is it right here. So I would suggest using this one, this bar. If you don't have this bar, we'll show you the same exercise with a straight bar. Now look at my hand position. When I pull my weights down, I do not want my wrists to be inside my elbow. Okay, that's going to be more bicep and more forearm. But I also don't want them way out high on the edge. I also don't want them way out here because that's too much pressure on the shoulders. So I know for me, my thumbs go right on this lip, on the curve, bring it down. Now it's the same sort of movement as the bar we just used, which was the hands facing each other. You can notice that I'm pushing the bar down to the same place. At no point do I release. Squeeze it back. Squeeze it back. Squeeze it back. Okay, that was fun. Not. Okay, boys and girls, we're going to be doing a single arm dumbbell row, but I don't like this position, which most people seem to do. I don't like this at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take any kind of positioning with one hand. I'm going to now put my weight onto this arm, this leg, and this leg. Everything is distributed evenly, okay? Now, another difference in this exercise is the number of repetitions. We're only going to do 5 or 6, but we're going to switch from one side to the other, switching back and forth, one side, the other side, with low repetition ranges until we can do no more, until we are spent. All right, technique. Watch this here. This is the arm hanging down low. Step 1, pull it back, squeeze it up, and straight down, up and down. So even when it's in this position, it's actually flexing. This is resting, flexing. 5 repetitions. Okay, to really accentuate this, what I want to do, watch my right shoulder blade. Pull it back. Pull it back. Let it lower. 5 repetitions. Switch immediately. Same thing. Again, the first movement is to pull the weight downward towards my feet. Keep it there. 5 repetitions. Switching it. 5 repetitions. Now, one thing that's pretty important, I think, is to make sure that if my feet are positioned this way, where I've got 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, hand out, when I switch, I do want to kind of duplicate that. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. If I'm having trouble duplicating it and it doesn't feel comfortable, that'll tell us that you've got some kind of muscle imbalance. Or you have a small dwarf living in your brain. One of the two. 5 repetitions, keep switching it. Can I say dwarf? Maybe not. A small little person, small pygmy. 5 repetitions, continue on until you basically cannot do any more. But all you need are 5 repetitions with this kind of technique, and this can be your third and final back exercise. It's good stuff. It's good. Okay, it's good.